Okay, we're going to first position our diaphragms. Make 2 strong fists and really squeeze your fists. Then find your feet, rock toe to heel, spread your toes. Literally touch your shoulders to your ears and touch your elbows behind your back. Hands relax down. And start with the Ujjayi breath, yawning in through your nose, filling abdomen, lower lungs, upper lungs. Sighing out through your nose, filling bottom to top, emptying top to bottom. Stay with that breath and formalize it a little bit more. Tune your awareness into the space right above the soft palate of your mouth and right between your ears. It sounds like the sound of the surf washing in, right up in your head. Sounds like the surf washing out. Today, because it's raining out and it's been raining out, I decided to do a lot of pranayama because you're sometimes discouraged to go outside when it's cold and wet to get exercise. And you can get exercise by breathing because the diaphragm is a big muscle. There's a study that shows that doing 15 minutes of pranayama actually burns more calories than walking 15 minutes on a treadmill. So here's the upward standing dog. Open your mouth and let your tongue hang out. And breathe like a big, slow, lazy Saint Bernard on a hot day. Now do that same thing with your mouth closed, working from the diaphragm, not from the nose. So each time you exhale, it's like you got punched in the stomach. You're pushing out the air from your navel. Then take a big yawn in, and we'll relax for a second. Inhaling up, hands to the ceiling. Exhaling your hands to your heart. Take a super deep breath in, yawning in through your nose, and hands exhale down. Again, squeeze your shoulders up to your ears and touch your elbows behind your back. Feel how that lifts your chest and your rib cage and keep it lifted there. Now we're going to go to let's say a golden lab, a dog about that big, with an open mouth. Same thing with your mouth closed, like you're getting punched in the stomach. Inhale up through the nose. Center in Anja Mudra. Elbows lifting. Now we go to a border collie, standing upward dog. Open mouth. And then closed mouth. Inhale up and center in the heart mudra. Elbows lifting, hands exhale down. A beagle from the stomach, not the chest. Now with the closed mouth through the nose, you're getting punched in the stomach quickly by Jackie Chan, I guess. Inhale up and center. Inhale. Open mouth. Now a poodle. through the nose. Inhale up and center. Super deep breath in. That was all working up to the breath of fire. Now you're a little chihuahua. Here we go, through an open mouth. Through a closed mouth, through the nose, as fast as you can go. Keep going. Sniff in. With closed eyes, simply relax. You may notice that you feel kind of a tingling in your forearms and palms. With the diffuse awareness of your whole body, from the soles of your feet to the crown of your head, in your mind's eye, send light from your heart to your fingertips. With your mind's eye, send light from your navel to the soles of your feet and all 10 toes. With your mind's eye, visualize light streaming from the bottom tip of your tailbone to the crown of your head. Then with eyes open, here's the cool thing. Notice that feeling of energy moving through your whole body. You've done no poses, you've done no stretching, yet you've energized your body simply by standing still and breathing. Go up for the dive, inhaling. And imagine you're holding on to 2 ropes. Come into Utkatanasana, come into the squat, push back through your tailbone, and relax your body weight onto your thighs. Bent knees, heavy head. Shake your head no. And then shake your head yes. Shake your head maybe. And then pressing into your feet, roll up a vertebra at a time. Inhaling, hands to the ceiling. And center in the heart mudra. Nice. Elbows lifting, take a super deep breath in, and your hands flow down like parachutes. Just your right hand up to the ceiling. Come into the squat and find your leg strength. Leaning to the left, find your leg strength as you stretch from your right hip to your right middle finger. And we're going to go back into the breath, Ujjayi Breath. Tip of the tongue resting on the roof of the mouth. Yawning in through your nose, fill your right side. Sighing out through your nose, empty your right side. And then reach a little farther with that right hand and exhale your hand down. Both hands inhale up. Center in Anja Mudra, Heart Mudra. Lift your elbows high as you inhale. And your hands flow down. Just your left hand. Find your leg strength and lean to the right. Strong legs, soft back. Fill your left side with air as you inhale. Stretching a little more with each inhalation. Take an especially deep breath in. And exhale your left hand down. Both hands inhale up. At first, come into Utkatanasana, the squat vertically, and find your leg strength. Push back through your tailbone as far as it will push, and lift your hands as high as they'll lift, like you're on a pair of skis. Find your leg strength and keep stretching from your tailbone to your middle fingers, and practice the Ujjayi breath, yawning in through your nose, sighing out through your nose. Relax your belly onto your thighs and let your head weight drop. Rocking toe to heel, you release through your lower back. Shaking your head no, release through your upper back. And take a super deep breath in. Fill your lungs all the way. And let all the air out. Again, as you inhale, feel your spine lengthen. As you exhale, feel your spine align. One more super deep breath in. Pressing into your feet. Inhale up into extended mountain. And center in the heart mudra. Lifting your elbows high, super deep breath in, and both hands exhale down. Up into extended mountain and back into the squat. Lifting just your left heel, twist to the wall behind you, and press into your right foot. You direct your awareness and your breath to the front of your right hip. Twisting as far as you can. Breathing into the front of the right hip. And both hands exhale down. Extended Tadasana. Utkatanasana, squat, right heel lifts, twist your chest to the wall behind you. And press into your left heel. Find the front of your left hip with your breath. And both hands exhale down. Both hands inhale up. And center. Into Ishvarasana, wide stance, feet pigeon-toed. Establish your leg strength and your lower body strength by tightening through your thighs and practice a Kegel. Lift through the pelvic floor, Muladhara Bandha. Keep your lower body engaged as you add your arms, palms up. And we go back to the breath. Open mouth, big slow breath. With a closed mouth, same thing, from the navel. Yawn in through your nose and sigh out through your nose. Open mouth, breath slightly faster. Mouth closed, same thing. Yawn in through your nose. Sigh out through your nose. Mouth open. Yawn in through your nose. Mouth closed. Yawn in through your nose. And for a second, relax your hands on your hips, just relaxing. You come back into Ishvarasana, palms up, open mouth, faster. Mouth closed. Yawn in through your nose. Sigh out through your nose. Open mouth as fast as you can go. Mouth closed. This is hard, keep it up. Run through the finish line. Take a deep sniff in and rest your hands on your hips. Simply observing your breath. Turning both feet to the left, face to the left. Your feet are in a T shape. The front heel is aligned with the arch of the back foot. Lift your chest high and push back through your tailbone as you come into the forward bend, stretching your left hamstring. If you're a little more flexible, you drop your hands to the floor, pulling back through the left hip. Then walk your hands to the front center. Press into the inner edge of your feet. They're parallel. As you inhale, your hands up to the ceiling. And center in the heart mudra. Opening into Ishvarasana, we'll take one more round of breath of fire. Mouth closed, as fast as you can, initiating from the navel. Sniff in, and relax your hands on your hips. Turning to the right, Parsvatasana, pulling back through your right hips, stretch your right hamstring in the forward bend. And rest your left knee down onto the ground. Palms together above your head, take it up into a back bend. And walk your hands over to your other foot, turning in the opposite direction. You drop your right knee to your mat. Up into the drop kneed warrior, stretch the front of your right thigh. And then just sit down. Holding on to both ankles, rock and roll. Massage your spine. And with your head and feet resting on the floor, rock your knees in a big loose arc. Side to side. Holding on to your head, look around your room. Take your upper back through its range of motion. And then come into reclining butterfly pose. Soles of your feet together, knees resting out to the side, hands palms up. Feel how good it feels to release control of your muscles. Let your body relax. We've really warmed up our lungs with all the breathing. Now we're going to go for depth in breath by practicing the counted breath. We're going to be inhaling for a slow count of 4. We're going to be holding that air in our lungs for a slow count of 4. And we're going to be exhaling for a slow count of 6. Start by completely emptying your lungs. Blow out as much air as you can, empty your lungs all the way. Then through your nose, slowly inhale. 2, 3, and 4. Hold your breath for 4 counts, 3 and 4. Slowly exhale for 6 counts, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Inhaling, fill abdomen to upper lungs, and 4. As you hold your breath for 4 counts, relax. 4. Exhale for 6 counts. 5 and 6. Inhaling to capacity. As you hold your breath, relax. Exhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 3 more rounds. In. And hold. Exhale. And 6, inhale. And retain. Release. On this last inhalation, fill your lungs to their fullest capacity. Fill up as much as you can, and when the breath is completely filled, hold it. This time, as you hold your breath, create a diffuse awareness of your whole body, head to toe, and feel the pressure of the held breath spreading through every part of your body. Then let all that pressure out. Bringing your knees back together, cross your legs so your right leg is on top of your left leg, knees resting together, and open your arms at a right angle to your body. Pick your hips up off the floor and swing your hips to the right, dropping your knees over to the left. Move around a little bit so there's no pinching in your spine, and we go back into the counted breath. You're going to be thinking about filling your right lungs, holding the pressure in your right lungs, and releasing the pressure from your right chest. Start with the deep exhalation. Blow out as much air as you can. Really empty your lungs. And then slowly inhale, 2, 3, and 4. Hold the pressure in your right lung. 3 and 4. Exhale, releasing your right chest and your right shoulder. 5 and 6. Inhale, fill your right side with air. As you hold your breath, feel the pressure in your right side. Then release your right side. One more time, fill your right lungs as fully as possible. And just hold that for a while. Feel the pressure through your right rib cage and right side. Then let all that pressure out. Side 2, left knee on top, hips swing left, knees drop right, maybe wiggle around a little bit, get actually comfortable, and completely empty your left lungs. Inhaling, 2, 3, and 4. Retaining. And 4, exhaling. 4, 5, and 6. Inhaling. Holding. Releasing. 5 and 6. Inhaling. Holding. Releasing. Last time, fill your lungs to their fullest capacity and feel that pressure in your left lung and your left chest. And then let all the pressure out. Uncrossing your legs. Take the Feldenkrais rock your hips and knees in a big loose arc from side to side. And take your upper back through its range, holding on to your head. Move your shoulders and upper back from side to side. And we're going to counter in the bridge pose. Walk your feet into your hips and lift your hips as high off the mat as they'll go. Interlacing your fingers under your buttocks. Walk your arms as close together as you can so you get the pressure of your body onto your arms and shoulders and off of your neck. Let's be a little formal. You pull your forearms apart so your hands are at a right angle to your wrists. And you can take this pose either way. You can take it with flat feet, which tends to work the front of the hip joint, or you can stand on your toes, which tends to get a little more arch through the spine. I like it on my toes. Lift your hips up, stretch your pectoral muscles, forearms pressing down, hands pulling apart. Surprise yourself, take your thighs 2 or 3 inches higher. And then lifting your hands up to the ceiling, walk your shoulder blades apart, and use your abdominal strength to press your spine, 1 vertebra at a time, back into the mat. Hug your knees into your chest and lift your chin to your chest. And we'll take the bridge pose again, flat feet. Lift your thighs as high as they'll lift and change your hand grip. So this time, probably your left thumb and left index finger are on top. Don't skip this step. Protect your neck. Walk your arms together. And with flat feet this time, press your heels into the mat as you press your hip joints to the ceiling. Feel the front of your hip joints open up. Then isolate your chest. Press your chest up as your shoulders press down. We'll work a little more. Pressing into your left heel, lift your right big toe to the ceiling, extending through the right ankle. Drop that foot back to the floor. Lift your left foot to the ceiling, pointing through the ankle. Drop that foot back to the floor, and then lift both feet to the ceiling. What, Michelle? Michelle's not doing it. She's cheating in here. You lift your hands up to the ceiling. It's abdominal strength coming down. When you feel your lower back, try not to let your lumbar spine come down in one big clump. Try to come down 1 vertebra at a time. You counter, knees and chin to chest. Slide out into Shavasana and fiercely tighten every muscle in your body. And then release every muscle. And then we counter in a seated forward bend, Janu Shirshasana. Come on up to sitting. How you doing, Robin? Left heel into the groin.
I'm doing good, thanks.
Do you feel like a dog?
Yes.
Good. Yeah, the breathing. Yeah, pranayama. Okay, I'm going to be a little pedantic because that's my nature. Prana, energy, yama, practice. So the practice of moving energy. Get onto your right sitting bone. Lift yourself off the floor. Come onto the right sitting bone. Extended. Lift your chest up. Look up. And over into Janu Shirshasana. Holding your foot or your ankle. We go back into the full deep breath.
Yawning in through your nose. Sighing out through your nose. Look up at the ceiling. And then with your arm strength, pull a little closer to your right leg. And we switch legs. Literally get onto your left sitting bone, your left ischial tuberosity, up into the extension and over into the forward bend. Look up at the ceiling. And as you exhale, pull a little closer to your left leg. Both feet together. Lift your weight off the mat. Come onto both sitting bones equally. And rest your hands on your thighs. Pressing your calves into your mat, lift your heels off the mat, and you're going to find that you can lift your chest a few inches higher now. Up into Dandasana, staff pose. The legs are working, your spine is relaxing. It's all legs, calves pressing down. If you want to be fancy, your feet are touching and you're spreading your toes as much as possible. Lift your rib cage a little more. Lift your hands to the ceiling as you come over into Paschimottanasana. Forward bend, grabbing your big toes, if you can, your ankles if you can't. Look up at the ceiling. Elbows lifting, you pull yourself into the forward bend. Your hands lift you back up into Dandasana, and we counter in reverse plank. You can take this with fingers pointed forward and backward. People do it differently. I like fingers forward. Classic is fingers back. And then sitting comfortably with legs crossed. You ready? Here we go. We've warmed up the lungs. We're going right to breath of fire. I think it's okay. Even though I'm not lined up with the center. Is that bothering you, having this big red glowing orb over my shoulder, Robin? You okay with that?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Because my OC makes me want to go like that.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. First open mouth and then closed mouth, breath of fire. The secret is speed. So you want to go light and fast rather than deep and heavy. Open mouth. I can hear you both and you're at about half speed. Here we go again. Then with closed mouth, light and fast rather than deep and heavy. Light and fast. You're running a 440, you're about halfway there. You're about 3/4 of the way there. Deep sniff in. Get actually comfortable and just relax. You see energy streaming from your heart to your hands. You probably feel a little tingling in your palms and fingertips, which is kind of fun with pranayama. Even though you're sitting, send energy from your navel to the soles of your feet and the crown of your head. Then feel your buttocks and your tailbones sinking down heavily as you feel your chest and your head floating up lightly. And we're going to finish today with a sitting meditation, staying with the theme of air.
Let your imagination come to the forefront and make your illogical, adult, grouchy mind go away for 5 minutes. Imagine you're sitting in a beautiful redwood forest in this position on a soft blanket or sleeping bag right next to a stream bed. The air, the quality of the air smells like pine. It's very cool. It's very fresh. You imagine that great rays of golden sunlight are coming down through the branches of these trees and reflecting off of a stream that you're sitting next to. You can hear the sound of that water as it rolls over the rounded stones. And there's a slight moisture in the air that's cleansing your nostrils, your throat, and your lungs with every breath. Formally beginning to practice the Ujjayi breath, you allow the tip of your tongue to rest lightly on the roof of your mouth, right behind your upper teeth, which will relax your jaw, your lips, and slightly dilate your nostrils. Yawning in through your nose and sighing out through your nose. You focus your awareness just above the soft palate of your mouth and right between your ears. Sitting in a redwood forest next to a stream as the morning sun rises, you focus 100% of your attention at your heart and your lungs, focusing your awareness in your chest. Repeat to yourself mentally a few times, my breathing is free and easy. My heart beats slowly and calmly. Feel that nice, open, relaxed feeling in your chest and your upper back. When the heart chakra relaxes, usually there's a feeling of emotional well-being that accompanies that. You feel your heart beating slowly and your lungs breathing effortlessly as you bring your awareness down to your hips, legs, and feet. Repeating to yourself silently, my legs and my feet feel heavy and relaxed. I allow my legs and feet to simply relax. You can feel your sitting bones and tailbones sinking down into the earth as your chest and head feel hollow and you feel your chest and head floating up. Tuning into your spinal column, from the bottom tip of your tailbone to the top of your neck to the top of your head. Repeat to yourself, my spine feels long and aligned. My back and my neck are relaxing. My spine feels long and aligned. My back and my neck are relaxing. With a diffuse awareness of your entire body, every cell, repeat to yourself, I am calm, I am relaxed. I am calm, I am relaxed. And you can continue to relax here if you choose, or if you're going to come out of this yoga practice, you go out with the intention of taking this calm, easy feeling into your activities. Thanks for showing up, Robin. Thanks for whoever's going to watch this in the future. Namaste.